Hello everyone, can you hear me? Good evening. Hello.
Hi everyone, good evening.
Hello.
Okay, good
Okay, if
evening,
you can hear
Lenny.
me, please. Devon, are you there? Can you hear me? Just so I'm
Yeah, I
sure
can hear
that.
you clearly.
Hello. Devon, can
Can
you
you
hear
hear
me?
me? I can hear
I
you,
can hear you
Lenny.
clearly.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. So good evening, everybody. Um, this evening we want to talk about something that's of a bother to most of us. But first of all, how was your day? How's the rain been in your area, wherever you're listening from? Um, I trust that it has not affected your productivity in any way. Anyways, in the very few minutes I will be spending together, let's make some good use of our time. This evening we'll be talking about career opportunities and employability. Career opportunities. So this is basically for volunteers, and
Okay, good evening, everyone. Can you guys hear me? I think Lenny having some network issues. So, welcome to today's Volunteer Development Series. Please, someone should just drop a message or an emoji if he or she can hear me. Okay, I'll be waiting. Can you guys hear me? I'm not getting any response. Can you guys hear me? Am I muted? Okay, thank you very much, Itoa. Thank you for that. Okay, so you guys are welcome to our Volunteers Development Series, and I'm sure that at this stage you should know what it's all about and why it is necessary and why we are doing all these things for you. So today we are going to be talking about career opportunities and employability. We've talked about
hello, can you hear
networking.
me?
Yeah, sorry, Lenwy. I think you have network issue.
Can you hear me
Can
now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Just give me a sec to finish up what
Okay,
I
go
was
on.
saying. Okay, thank you. So we discussed about networking and communication. We discussed also about, sorry, let me catch my breath second. Yeah, I think last week also Mr. Ade came to talk to us about how to position ourselves. And today, now we are talking about career opportunities and employability. And our speaker for today is Lenwy, and she's going to take us through these things, how to be able to see, get, and optimize or utilize career opportunities, and how we can position ourselves to be employable, even as undergraduates and graduates or whatever stage of life we are at. currently. So please do it to listen, and like it, just drop your comments, your questions, and your name on the comment section. So thank you very much, Larry. You
Okay,
can go
all
on.
right. Okay. So this evening, um just as Divine had mentioned, we are talking about career opportunities and employability. One of the questions that I know several of us here will be asking will should be, will this volunteering even help me? I've been asked to volunteer in this, or I have chosen to volunteer in this aspect, ushering, media, whatever it is there some way it's going to help me? How do people get opportunities? Everyone keeps saying build skills, but what skills exactly are we building? Now, I have a quick question for you because I want to believe that for the persons I'm speaking to, you are either a graduate, an undergraduate, or whatever you are, but you are a young person. Now, how many of us know someone who graduated with a good degree but has been unemployed for over a year? I'm sure that you know just one person, one, two, how many persons that have left school 2 3 years ago, but they are still unemployed? Okay, I have another question. Do you know someone who, even before they left school, they were already getting opportunities? Oh, before they left school, there was a job waiting for them. You might say, is that one still happening? Yes, it is still happening. You know why? The issue is not the intelligence. The difference between these two sets of people is not how smart one person is. The difference is employability. Very quickly, let's look at what employability is. Network has taken most of our time. So um now employability means the ability to consistently attract opportunities because of the value you possess. Please note that I did not say jobs. I said value which you possess. What are you attracting? You are attracting opportunities. So a lot of time, these opportunities do not come in the shape of job. They do not come in the shape of a paid service. No, they could come in, freelance work, scholarships, speaking invitations, volunteering opportunities, consulting, and stuff like that. So when they say somebody's employable, it means that you are someone people can trust with responsibility. Um, I don't know if you've seen core members. I'm sorry if there's okay. I don't know if there's a core member amongst those listening, but if you know a core member or you've seen one who um you ask them to probably teach a set of students, you ask them to do something that you think a graduate should be able to do, and they fail in doing that thing. You're just wondering, how did this one even get out of school? Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So you wonder why some people keep getting opportunities. It's not because they have luck. I don't know if people still believe in luck in 2026. It's not because they have luck. It's simply because this person have value. Employers do not wake up looking for graduates. I'm sorry. Yes, yes, yes. Hello. They don't wake up looking for graduates. They're looking for solutions. We don't care. Like, in fact, majority, except for institutions, I mean companies. I have a friend of mine who said even when you go to some banks to say that you're looking for a job, they'll ask you, oh, are you a HND holder, blah blah blah. You know why? Because they have some positions kept for only HND holders, some kept for only OND holders, stuff like that. Except for those kind of institutions, except for those kind of institutions, I'm saying that people do not really care about your certificate. They are looking for solutions. And then I have a question for you listening. Can you solve a problem? Can you solve a problem? So the issue is not about there are no jobs. I don't have a job. Nobody is da, 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 da. Yada yada yada. I get it. Can you solve a problem? Example one. Let me give you this example. So imagine there are two graduates, right? The first graduate is a first class. graduate, no practical skills, no experience. The second graduate, let's call that graduate B, second class, build. This graduate has built websites. This graduate has volunteered. This graduate can communicate. This graduate can speak fluently. I'm asking you, which graduate do you think will be hired faster? Oftentimes, graduate B. You know why? Because employers pay for value. Employers pay for value, not certificates. Don't bring your PhD to my company. Don't bring your PhD to my meeting. Don't bring your PhD to my team and you're not efficient. We need to be sure that you're giving us value for the money we are paying. Now, very quickly, let's do this. 5 pillars of employability. 5 pillars of employability. Now, if you remember nothing else tonight, remember these 5 things. Remember these 5 things. Number one, skills. Degrees will open doors for you. Oh, hallelujah. Degrees will open doors for you. When someone hears, let's say for instance, my name is Lemi Baridamon, I have 3 degrees to my name. Everybody wants to sit down to listen to you, but guess what? Skills keep them open. Skills will keep those doors open. Every young person should have at least one monetizable skill. What are those skills? Writing, speaking, graphic design, project management, video editing. Now, for some of you here, you're going to be leaders in some of the what's that now? Some of the sections or some of the aspects of this volunteering. I mean, you could lead the ushers, you could be a leader of the media department, you could be a leader of, you know. So at that point, we are saying that is a skill. That thing that enables you to put people together. So if someone gave you 100,000 naira today, what skill would they be paying you for? Yes. If someone says, look, you know what, I have 100,000 naira to give to you, what can you give to me in return? If you cannot answer, that is where to start. Number two, experience. Companies love experience. Oh my God. Companies love experience. You think they're joking when they tell you that they need 3 years experience? Oh, you think you just caricature? No, nobody wants to make caricature of you. I understand. We often say, if you don't employ me first, where would I get experience? It's okay. It's okay. You see this volunteering, you see all of these things that I had mentioned. That is why when I defined employability, I removed jobs from my definition. I spoke about opportunities because some persons frown at it. Oh, I'm not being paid for this thing. No, that it could be on your CV. Some of the volunteers here, I'm sure that you volunteered for Stossel, the BIG conference last year. Yes, I was a volunteer for Stossel in the ushering department or whatever department it is for 2 years, 2025, 2026. That's something to be applauded for. So experience does not only come from paid jobs, it comes from volunteering, from internships, from leading projects, from campus activities. So when I see somebody who says who has been a president or a what is it now? What do you call this now? You've been a course rep for two consecutive years or how many years, while you were in school, and you don't add it to your CV. Why? Why is it not there? No, why is it not there? So personal projects, church, NGOs, this is why volunteering matters. So you don't volunteer because of a certificate. Oh yes, you receive a very beautiful certificate from Stossel, but you're volunteering because of the experience. So your CV is not saying your CV is saying I have done this before, not I can do it. What we should see on your CV is not I can do public speaking. No, I've done public speaking. Yes. Number 3, relationships. Let's move very fast. Number 3, relationships. One opportunity can change your life. Networking. Oftentimes you've seen videos online where they tell ladies that you're looking for a man. You won't go out, you won't go to church, you won't go to a birthday party. You just assume that they will deliver the man to you like Temu will deliver orders to people's doors, right? Exactly. Networking, just one opportunity can change your life. So now you see how at first I began with skill. Because now, if you come to number 3, where you have relationship, bro, if you should meet, I don't know how many of us have seen this video. I'm sorry, I'm on StreamYard, so I may not really see your comments and all, but probably when I'm done and the Divine takes over, I'll probably know if you have questions and stuff. So I don't know how many of us have seen this video by Cotty and Tony, right? How many of us have seen the video where she interviewed him? That was not by chance. That was not happenstance. That's some opportunity right there, and she did not miss it. Yes, if you listen to every single thing she said in that video, she did not forget to sell herself. So this is why you attend events. This is why you join communities. People don't recommend strangers. No, if I don't know you, how would I know? Okay. From last year 2025 BIG conference, I can assure you that several persons who volunteered for BIG conference 2025, in one way or the other, they got one recommendation, they got one job offer. Even those that did the entrepreneur pitch for last year, yes, somebody got an offer. Right there, she was told, you know what, can you cook for my can you cook for myself and my friends? Just cook and bring to us, we'll pay. So if you do not go out and mingle with people, how will these opportunities come? Number 4, character. Your attitude is part of your employability. Can people trust you? Do you meet deadlines? It's not about being skilled. Now, this is the reason why oftentimes you will see online people would say that um, those who have skills are not being paid enough. The ones who do not have as much skills are the ones who, you know why? Because your character is nothing to write home about. You don't meet deadlines. You can't say because I'm A on this game. Oh, because I'm so good at this, I will not meet deadlines. My employer must wait for me. Whenever I choose, I will submit the document. Whenever I choose out. No. Do you meet deadlines? Can you communicate well? Are you teachable? Do you respond professionally? Can people rely on you? Some people lose opportunities not because they are unskilled, but because they are difficult. And this is not about village people. It is not about village people. Can you communicate well? There is ChatGPT, and I promise you, ChatGPT is not just there for asking questions, or I don't know. Some persons have turned ChatGPT to their diary or whatever. That's not it. Go online. You have an issue with your boss, type it. Type it there. Oh, ChatGPT, I missed a deadline yesterday, blah blah. Now please give me, type it there. Learn how to speak accurately. Number 5, visibility. If nobody knows what you do, nobody can recommend you. That's the truth. If nobody knows what you do, nobody can recommend you. For some of you listening, or who will listen afterwards, you're a business owner, you have a skill, a graphic designer, website developer, whatever it is that you are, guess what? Nobody knows that. If at all there are 100 persons on your contact list, just 5 or even 2 know that is what you do. No. Out of mind is out of sight. And that phrase is not funny. Out of mind is out of sight. If you don't keep showing up in our faces, if you don't keep reminding us that this is what you do, how do we remember? This doesn't mean you should become an influencer. No. But then if you get involved in a project, share it. Sometimes the reason why we encourage people to go online, if you attend the BIG conference, take a picture of yourself, put it on social media, it's not because we want. Please tell people that you attend this event. Tell people that you are learned. Let people know that you are involved in a project. Build your online presence. Okay, so let's go to the next part. Why volunteering gives you an advantage? Because this is the whole essence. The reason why we have all of these sections, all of these meetings, volunteering. Why does it give you an advantage? I will tell you something. I don't see volunteering as free work. I don't see volunteering as free work. I see it as paid preparation. I see it as paid preparation. So while other people are only reading books and attending classes, you're learning communication, you're learning leadership, you're learning teamwork, you're learning problem solving. Problem solving. Oh my God. You are learning how to work under pressure. For some those of you that volunteered last year, oh, you can confirm this. Where you probably on your system, you probably thought that your system was good and all that, and all of a sudden it went blank. You're running helter skelter looking for a way to fix it. Why? Because you need a slide to be up. Let's say, for instance, one of those who were pitching, right? You need to put up a slide for the person. Your system went off. You're trying to do this. Hello, that's problem solving. Time management, event coordination. Employers love these things. See, let me tell you. Um, Employers will pay you for a particular reason, but guess what? They will keep you for another reason. Sometimes the reason why an employer cannot get over you, the reason why they cannot keep you aside, is not necessarily because you did what they paid you for. No. But when they talk about you, Joy, when they talk about you, Emmanuel, when they speak about you to their friends, they're talking about how well you communicate, teamwork, professionalism. So volunteering is experience. Treat it seriously. How do you position yourself for opportunities? Number one, learn continuously. Never stop learning. Learn continuously. This is how you position yourself for opportunities. Number two, build one strong skill. This should be the third or fourth time I've said this thing. Build one no, I'm not saying 10 average skills. No, don't do 10 things at the same time and you're not good at any. No, build one strong skill. When we call your name Juliet, when we call your name Jennifer, what is that thing that we can say Jennifer does beautifully well? One strong skill. Number three, create a LinkedIn profile. Okay, LinkedIn is so this, LinkedIn is so that. What happened to X? What happened to Instagram? Create a social media profile. At least attend one event in a quarter. Okay, the first 6 months of the year have gone. You didn't attend any events. Praise the Lord, BIG is coming. Before the year runs out, we are going to have other events happening here in Warri. Attend events, online or physical. Meet new people. That's step 5. Step 6, improve your communication. Oh, I wish I had more time to build on improving your communication. I promise you, there are several persons who have lost opportunities, not because they are not skilled, but because they do not know how to communicate. Not in every setting you're using pidgin. Not in every setting you want to use vernacular. Not in every setting you want to use, you just want to play around with words. No. Improve your communication. The way you speak matters. The way you write matters. Step 7, stay active. People remember consistent people. As I am saying this now, I do know that there are some volunteers that would probably be hiding behind other volunteers. Yes, there are some of them that may not do as much work. Why? Because other persons are doing the work. No, don't be that volunteer. Don't disappear. Be consistent. Be consistent. Someone was hired as a graphic designer for a brand. Why? Because at a point when that brand had a particular event, the guy was literally all over the place. No, not as a busybody or as a show off, because he actually knew what he was doing. And so when they did the graphics, they were like, wait, oh, there's this guy that attended. Okay, fine, let's hire him. People remember consistent people. To conclude all I have been saying, I want you to ask yourself this question tonight. If someone had to recommend you today, what would they recommend you for? Mm, that's the first question. If someone had to recommend you today, what would they recommend you for? Question two, what skill are you currently building? What skill am I currently building? Question three, what have I done this month to increase my employability? Can we stop the noise about there are no this, there are no that? Are you employable? What have you done? What have you done this month? Have you increased how visible your visibility? Have you spoken to? Have you gone out? All right. To wrap all of this up, the future does not belong to the most qualified person. It belongs to the person who keeps learning, who keeps showing up, who keeps adding value, and who keeps preparing. I used to tell some of the graphic designers close to me, I say that most of the tools that they were using before, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, if you tell a designer now, I mean someone who is current, that that is what you're still using, they'll be looking at you like, hello, is everything okay at home? Because they expected that, but they expect that by now you've upgraded, by now you've upskilled. Finally, don't spend your university years preparing only to graduate. No, spend them preparing to be valuable. This is for those of us who are still in school, the undergraduates, right? Do not just wait till I get my, no, 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 no. Spend your days preparing to be valuable. Because when you become valuable, opportunities begin to look for you. Oh, take this. Opportunities begin to look for you. You don't search for them. Okay? My final talk, just before I hand over to Divine. The Stossel mission is to learn, to earn, and to grow. In learning, you build valuable skills. In earning, you turn those skills into opportunities and income. In growing, you keep expanding your network, mindset, and experience. So, in all of this is to say that your experience as a Stossel volunteer for the BIG conference is complete. It is whole. All right. And I would advise that you do your best. Again, like I said when I started, this is something that can go up on your CV. Yes, it can go up on your CV. I served, I volunteered in this aspect. It's experience. All right. I trust that we've gained a thing or two. Let me stop here for questions and answers. Over to you, Divine.
Okay, thank you so much, Larry. Thank you for that. That was a wonderful session. It was very insightful. I think I don't even know what to say. These volunteers, they don't know what they're actually getting, because these are the kind of meetings where you have to pay to even assess the kind of knowledge that you're getting and insight. So thank you so much, Larry. This was really wonderful. So do we have, okay, I'm seeing some comments saying so much value from Itoa and Gloria putting fire emoji. Thank you so much. Do we have any question for Larry? I've really learned a lot. Honestly, I've learned a lot. And I think I dropped some of the things that I was able to note down on the group chat. So do we have any questions? Okay, I'll be waiting for our questions if we have any. But whilst I'm waiting for the questions, I want us to know as volunteers that a reminder that we are all meant to register for the BIG conference. What we did was registering for, or we registered initially as volunteers, but now we have to register for the conference itself, so we can be, our names can be added to the record and every other thing like that. And then we are meant to be instrumental in actually making this conference more visible, in pushing it to other people to learn even the things that they ought to learn, because we can see how much value we are getting just from our volunteer development series. How much more the conference, if everybody can come together and get their minds opened to see the things that will make them even more valuable in the society, then we will all be in a better place. So I think tomorrow again, I'm going to send the link to the link for us to register for the conference. And things to repost so that other people can get to know. We know our target, like we said during our onboarding, our target for this conference is 2,000 people. 2,000 people, and it's not just numbers. It's that 2,000 people are impacted, and there's a ripple effect. If 2,000 people are impacted by just one conference, imagine how much more people these 2,000 people will also impact. So thank you very much, Lemmy, once again. Okay, so we don't have any questions. Everything was totally understood concerning this topic, career opportunities and employability. So even if you don't have any question, please, you guys should drop something that you learned. What's something new that you got today that you didn't know before, or that you are going to implement, that you're going to practice? What's it? Uh, okay, Gloria says she has a question. Please do answer your question. Okay. Neko said one thing he learned. Is this what you learned, Neko? What you learned? Communication. Okay, and I think Larry talked about it. She talked about 5 pillars of employability. If I can remember them off her
Yeah.
head, she said one, skill; two, experience; three, relationship slash networking. Was the fourth and fifth? The fourth one was attitude. Yes, talked about our
Mm.
attitude, how we communicate, how professional we are, how reliable we are at work. And please, who can remember the last one? You can just drop it on the chat so I can know you guys actually followed. Can you guys still hear me? I think I'm having issues with my network. Okay, the last one. Yes, thank you very much, Drema. Don't know if this is your name or your username. Thank you very much, Drema. Visibility, make yourself visible. Very good. Thank you very much. Okay, Gloria has asked the question. Can you see it, Lenny? Oh, she talked about attending
Okay, I can
conferences.
see. Yes. So where,
Okay.
yes, must it be a physical conference? No, Gloria, it mustn't be a physical conference. You have for those of us who follow people like Eric online, Eric on Instagram. You have those kind of personalities host conferences that sometimes are not even paid. You can attend them. The only thing is there's a kind of vibe that physical conferences give to you. Oh yes, I'm not even going to lie about that. So you get to meet other persons. Those times when they will say, let's give 10 minutes for interaction and whatnot. And all of a sudden, you're meeting somebody who is in your niche, somebody who has been writing for 5 years. Probably, let's say you started writing 2 years ago, and both of you exchange contacts. Come on now. You probably cannot do that online, but please do well to attend conferences, whether online or offline. The major thing is that your knowledge is being expanded. Your mind is open. I mean, when you hear certain people speak, it's like, where have I been all my life? That is the point. That's the reason why this conference is not just for you to go and meet and the first thing is your mind is open, your knowledge is expanded. Where have I been all my life? While this person was downloading all of this. So yes, so that is why you attend this conference. I want to believe I've answered your question, Gloria.
Thank you so much, Larry. I think you've answered the question perfectly, and Gloria. You can still let us know if you're okay, but I'm sure Gloria is okay with that. And just to buttress on something that Larry said, that she said something that actually stuck with me. Said people that are undergraduates, you should not be preparing to just graduate, but while you're still in school, you should be preparing on how you can add value to yourself. I think recently there's this there what's there their trend Olodo up some coming or uprising or something like that. But it's easy to predict that in coming times there will be scarcity of people that are quite intellectual, people that can think for themselves, people that can add value without actually going to ask GPT first. And then we it's such a I think it's a market right now that is quite unsaturated and has prospects. So you can begin to think on these things and give yourself to discipline. Try to learn something, learn a skill and be good at it. In this era, in this time where everybody's so focused on social media, where everybody's trying to do one trend on the other, you can pick things that you know that in the long run, you know these things will outlast any other thing, and then you improve on these things. Like Larry said, that this conference and everything we're doing is not just for you to just come and listen, but that your life will be changed, you will be impacted, and you will go out and impact even more people. So thank you very much for this session. Thank you, Towan, for sharing this. Okay, said employability is the ability to attract opportunities based on the value you possess and be a problem solver. So thank you. I'm sure that we've all learned something new. Even me myself, I've really learned some things that I didn't even know before. So thank you very much for this session. And if you've not, if you didn't drop your name, please do drop your name. These things are very important. And if you've not registered for the conference, I don't know what analogy to use to explain to you. It's like you, I don't even know, something's coming to my head, but I don't think it's the best analogy. But it's somehow when you register as a volunteer and yet you're not registered for the conference itself, doesn't make sense. So please do register for the conference. And please, we are meant to be one as volunteers and as people organizing this conference because we have one goal, and the goal is to impact young people, open their minds to world of possibilities. So we should be out there trying to help people to see the value and the worth for this conference. It's actually a free conference. So if you have people around you, young people, people you love, your siblings and all, help them to see the value and try to bring them on board also on this thing that we are doing. Thank you, everyone. I think we can call it a wrap. We can wrap it up here today.
Thank you so much, Divine. Please, I just want to say something briefly. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can. I think Jane is here.
Please confirm you guys can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, thank you so much, Lenwy. Me, I was just like, this thing is so valuable. This session is so valuable. Like, this is really good, and I'm so proud that we did this volunteers development series. Thank you so much for the people listening. You guys don't know what is happening. You don't know what's happening to your minds. You don't know the amount of exposure and value you are getting for free. So please, anywhere you see Lenwy, go and buy a 1 shield bottle of Coke. All right, so I wanted to say something. When we talked about posting on LinkedIn and sharing your journey, so it doesn't necessarily have to um, be at the end of, like, at the conference, just about the conference. Now, this event, this series you are having, you can write a post, you can make a post about it. If you didn't listen from the beginning, if you didn't listen from the beginning, if you haven't like been joining from the beginning, it's one reason we made it to be on YouTube, so that you can always go back to it from the first onboarding session to all the development series. You can go back to it, listen, get insights, and go and write about it on LinkedIn. So I want to see your posts actually. Right, tag us, tag me on LinkedIn, tag anybody, Divine. My name is Jane Agadia on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Facebook. Let's see the energy buzzing. It's not just for us to like keep quiet on the group till like once a week before we're able to speak. Let's create a buzz around this. You don't necessarily have to be in the publicity team before you start working on getting people registered. So like Divine shared, registration goal is 2,000, and at this point we've not hit 10% of our goal. That's, we've not gotten up to 200 registrations. I believe that, yeah, the momentum would increase, but it's also from our collective efforts that we can get people to be aware of this thing. So we have over 100 volunteers on the group. If at least 20 or 10 of you are even talking about it at least 2 times or 3 times a week on Facebook, on Instagram, anywhere, share to your classmates, share on your school groups. Yeah, you can get something going and people would be interested. A lot of people will be interested. You don't know the powerful efforts of community. Community is very powerful. If people start saying that, and they're like, this, I've been seeing this orange flyer, because that's what they call it. Last year, some people were like, I've been seeing this orange flyer everywhere, orange flyer, orange flyer. What are they doing? That's how people will just, okay, let me just register and even see what's going on. And that's how we get people to register. And remember what we said, we're not just doing it for the numbers, but we are doing it for the impact. Please, I'm stressing on this, even though Divine has said it before. But I want you guys to see how important this is. We all need our collective efforts to make this work. Please, let's be part of the movement that wants to curb this olodo uprising. That's what's trending now, be. And people no longer want to be a part of anything intellectual. The fact that you are listening to this and you've stayed up to this point, it means you are very intellectual and you are good and you have a bright future. You're not part of the olodos. So help redeem this nation, help redeem the young people around, honestly. Because it's not even funny. If you feel like your family and you're exempted, you people, your children will interact with other people. Who would teach your children? That's why, like, it's a general problem that we all need to fight to solve. Please, let's put our hands together to publicize. If you have content ideas, if you can create content, reach out. Just let's work on this together. All right, thank you so much, and thank you, Divine. All right, I think I'm done.
Okay, thank you very much, Jane. So that's all for this evening. Sorry. Okay, yeah, that's all for this evening. I think we'll get back on the call next week, Wednesday. That will be our final volunteer development series. So please do well to be in attendance. And please do well to engage on the things that will be sent on the group. Don't just be a very passive person. Be active, engage, repost, and just be part of the community. Thank you very much. Good night, everyone.